lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will have the first possession of the game. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Turns it on in midfield. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
The Noles are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quick handoff. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Let's take just a second and talk a little PITT. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Hilton. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Panthers have their offense in high gear. From the gun, the ground game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Going to the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. Got a man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got enough for the 1st. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Bradwell. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
No fair catches here, looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the tailback. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll try to run for it. They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a 1st down.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year, how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Panthers are flying down the field. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hilton. He's got him. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Buying some time. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
This guy just gives you nightmares. He's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Pitt. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
And the Noles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a grab deep. Free up the gut. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the gun, running back on the move. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides the back on the option to give. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They're dealing with a second and long. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. It's on target and complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Hilton. Grabbed over the middle, it's Johnson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down. Stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Off play action on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Gary. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Troy Smith, and they're right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Illinois. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pressure coming. At the 35, he's got room. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Under fire. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the...
Holds it in the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Military stun.
And off from the shotgun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And on 2nd down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a 3rd down situation where you had to throw the football.
And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
22 water. 22 water.
They'll run the option. Touchdown, Panthers. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner goes down. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. To the air, it's Applewhite. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Pittman. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Unleashes one deep. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking downfield is Hilton. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too.
Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Dropping back, it's Hilton. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. On the option. Now the pitch. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Close enough for a field goal try, but they want more. Going for it on 4th and short from the 20. Tries to get it on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Hey, 4th down, I need a first down. Go to the plays I do well. What do I do? What have I done well all through camp? What have I done well all throughout my career? Call those plays, have success, get the first down.
On the run, still looking. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Looking to throw, it's Hilton. He's got his man. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, the defense does a really good job playing assignment football. Man on a man, I got the quarterback taken care of, and you can tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 17 to Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Ellis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Here we go, here we go.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Caught behind the line. It's Webster. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback keeps it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air. It's Applewhite. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Noles headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to go up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Pushes ahead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Buys a little time with his feet. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Yeah, and the fullbacks don't run long routes. Most of the time, you keep those guys short off of a little play action or a run fake. Gets the catch, secures it, gets a little bit of yardage.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. And the ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a...
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. He might want another play. They'll go to the toss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
Here we go.
Dropping back, it's Hilton. Right on the money. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Pittsburgh has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. Fast completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough. The offense here, they're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. need some fresh air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, the tight end makes the catch. He just tries to do a little too much after it. He makes one guy miss, and at that point starts running backwards and ultimately ends up losing yards.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the catch at the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The give on the option. Spins away from the defense. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
And all of a sudden, it's about to fence out.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Hilton. Got him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They try to get it outside on the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35. This Pitt offense has been clicking on this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. The short hands, it's Johnson.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run?
There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Extending the play. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
He's going to let it go. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You could see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The PITT offense back on the field and ready to roll. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Hilton. Finds his man down the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Makes the grab on the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The give as they work on that clock. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback here.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football. And if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are.